So guys, welcome back to yet another episode of DSA Python series, and today we will be talking two questions. The first one we will be taking rotate string and the other one will be anagrams. Okay. So you must be knowing about what anagrams is. So anagrams will be basically there are strings, let's say S and T, and all the characters of S must match characters of T in any order. Okay, so there has to be equal number of characters in SNT and they should match. Okay, so order doesn't matter. Okay, that's the thing. Rotate string, in this case, we are given two string and goal. Okay, so we have this goal and we need to return true if and only if S becomes goal. Okay, after some number of shift. Okay, so when you do some number of shifts, then probably that string will become equal to that goal. Example is given. Let's say we have this A B C D E and the goal is C D E A B. So C D E A B. So shift this A to the end and in next iteration B to the end. Okay. So that will create C D E A B. So after two shifting to the rightmost position, it will be done. Or you can do or you can do E, you can shift to first position, then after D, then after C. So after three shifting on the right side, you will get this word. Okay. So anyways, you can do. Uh, I'll be telling you how the last character can be shifted to the first position, and you can get the answer after two iteration. Okay, so that you can do. So first of all, n equals length of S, and what we will do, we will iterate. Okay, so guys, please comment if you have come with your name. Okay, okay, so let's continue. Okay, so we have this for I in range 0 to n. Okay, um, what I'll try to do is I'll try to pick the last letter first. So what is my last letter? Last letter is str, then of S. So last letter will be S of -1, right? -1. Okay, and plus the other letters. Okay, so other letters will be from uh, so from 0 to up to -1. Okay, so to leave this E, which is at -1 position, I'll just do what? I'll just do 0 to -1, so that this -1 element is not included. Okay, this is what the slicing happens in Python, right? So this E will be shifted to here. So S of -1 is E. Basically, this is E, and S of 0 to 1, or you can just remove this. Okay, just you put a colon and up to -1. So -1 is excluded. So up to -2, it will print all the letters. Okay. So this is how we will do. Now in the next iteration, so this will be my current string. So I'll just assume this as current. Okay. And so my current will be S for some time. Okay. I'm just considering my current as S. Okay. So the value of current will be my S. So S will be, so S, this S is old S. Okay. This current equals the old S, which is equal to S of minus 1 to this. So once it has shifted, it means that my current value is changed with one character, with one rotated character. Okay, present. So now this is my value. Okay, now again it will try to rotate. Okay, so what I'll do is, before this rotation I'll just compare if my S equals my target, that is my goal. Okay, so if my, if S equals goal, then what I'll return, I'll just return true. Okay, I'll just return true, right? uh, and if it is not, then what it will do, it will just shift that letter once. Okay, then again uh, I'll just, it should not be S, it should be current. Okay, so I'll have to compare the current because current is changing, right? This is, this current is changing every time. So every time one rotation is coming, it will check with the goal. Then again it will again there will be shifting. Okay, then again it will check with the goal. So let's dry run. This is my ABCDE. So after first iteration, when I equals 0, okay, so after first iteration, if current equals goal, is it? No. So it will go to here. So my S, this current is, I have already assumed current as S. So current will be equal to it should be current of minus 1. It should be current of minus 1, right? Then only it will change. So current of minus 1 is E. I am taking this E to create this as the first letter. Then I am adding, and then the other letters. Other letters are A, B, C, D. Okay. So now in the first iteration, it becomes E, A, B, C, D. E, A, B, C, D. Right. Uh, okay. What about in the second iteration? So this is my current. When I'm adding these two, this current value becomes EABCD. Now again comes here, if current equals goal, no, because EABCD and here CDEAB, so it is not equal. So mm, if current, so it is not equal, so it will execute again this one. So current, my current is EABCD, so current of minus 1 is D. Okay, so I'm just putting here D, right? So D, this is current of minus 1. Then rest all the letters. So what is my other letter? All this up to E, A, B, C, right? All these letters up to this. So this I have. So now it becomes D, E, A, B, C. Okay. So it becomes D, E, A, B, C. Okay. E, A, B, C, D. E, A, B, C, D. Right. So it becomes D, E, A, B, C. Okay. Then again the third iteration, it will come. Okay. Again C becomes C of minus 1. The current of minus 1 is C. So C, I'm shifting to this first letter. This is my first letter. Okay. So C is coming here. Rest all the letters. I'll just put as it is, okay, like this. So CDEAB, CDEAB. Now this CDEAB has become like this. Current will be, the value of current is CDEAB. Now again this current is going here, and uh, it is checking whether current equals goal. So yes, so now it will return true. So this is how this is the dry run. Okay, this is how we can solve this question. This was relatively very easy question. Okay, anybody could do it. The only thing is that you need to just mm, uh, iterate. You need to know how iteration is done, right? So that is how you can do it. Should I put else? I'll just try to run. Okay, so here the output is coming null. Okay. False. Just yeah. So what is case 2 is my W. Okay. So goal number of shifts run. Okay. So we have to return true. Okay. This should be bool. This is already given. Boolean means we have to return the answer in true or false, right? Let's try to submit this, guys. I hope everything is correct. Yeah, it is accepted. It was easy question. So all 507 test cases are passed, and there are other more challenges you can do. Okay, so this is how we can solve this question. It was a relatively easy question, guys, and within 10 to 15 minutes you should be able to solve this question. Okay, should we jump on to the other question, valid anagram? So let's try valid anagram. Okay, time complexity we can discuss. Okay. uh, there is only one for loop. Okay, so this is my time complexity. It will be order of n. Okay, and here we are just comparing, so its time complexity will be constant, that is order of 1. Okay, and here also these are just assignments, so these have only time complexity as constant. Okay, if we talk about space complexity, so how much space we are retaining, so we have this current. Okay, so for current we are taking certain space, but that space is also equal to the number of elements. Okay, so this time complexity will be order of n, and space complexity will also be equal to order of n. So SC and TC are equal. Okay, I hope this clears. Okay, so now we can move on to another question. Okay, Okay, so you are saying the time complexity will be order of n square. Let me just check. Uh, Let me just check. So you mean to say that, okay, for each rotation, if we critically examine this, okay. So for each rotation, it is taking order of n. Okay. So every time, hmm. So for every time, for each iteration, I am considering the value of current as current of -1. So every time it is shifting, the last letter, it is getting shifted again and again. So you can somehow consider the time complexity as order of n, but it will be uh, it is becoming three times. No, if we consider it as assignment, no, I am shifting. Okay, it has to be order of n, but this is going on for three times, right? It goes on for three times. So each rotation takes O of n time. That is true, but so its overall time complexity has to be order of 1 and order of n plus order of yeah, order of 2n plus 1. Okay, so yeah, we are actually assessing the whole array excluding last element current of minus, so it's order of n. Yeah, and that too we are doing three times, right? Yeah, so its time complexity has to be order of n in overall sense. Yeah, yes. So if we are considering this as O of n, then this current equals goal, it means that this will also take O of n. This will also take O of n. Because in the worst case, if you have string, the worst case scenario, it will compare each and every element, right? So comparison with each and every element, because at a time we are comparing, we are not considering each and every element like current of I or goal of I, right? So we are actually comparing as a whole string. If current equals goal, in the worst case scenario, this becomes again order of n. So in that case, we have order of 2n within that for loop. So the overall time complexity here becomes becomes order of n into order of 2n. That becomes order of 2n square. 2n square. That is almost equal to, sorry, order of n square. I hope this is logical, man, right? Because we are basically creating a entirely new string and concatenating these two strings, right? Concatenating these two. So we have one string with n minus 1, and then we have with minus 1, right? So we are actually creating some space again and again, right? And for iteration, we have this order of n. So this 2n square is inside this main for loop. That's why we have this time complexity as uh, order of n, right? So for doing it in order of n, we just have to keep, maybe we can iterate within for loop only. That can be done. Any suggestions how we can do it in order of n? Game ends 2025. Can you show question once? Wait, here is the description. Rotate string. Given two string s and goal, return true if and only if s can become goal after some number of shifts on s. If we want to do it in order of n, can we use dictionary or set in some way? Okay, let me just have a, can we do it in order of n? Goal should be to present in s plus s. Like if we concatenate these two strings, if we concatenate, can you use like pointer int, like we put pointer at least index and compare, like we put the pointer at last index and compare it with the last index of like they are equivalent, shift the pointer to left. Okay, with two pointer. You can use, but complexity would still be O of n square. Hmm. Let's say if is it getting submitted? Yeah, it has got submitted now. Can we just try on those lines first? 0 to n is equals to a b c d e. While I is less than n, let us consider I equals 0 and j is equal to n minus 1. So if we talk about s of I, and we have goal of any suggestions, pointers, and rotation of space. Any rotation of S. So if we take what you're saying, S plus S, rotation of this represented S of S. So my S plus S will be ABCDE and ABCDE. Okay. ABCD. So this is my S plus S. S plus S. Now, is the goal exist in S plus S? It's gonna come goal. Okay. Okay, we just have to traverse this, no? This goal CDEAB. So here it is finding out now CDEAB. Yeah, good solution. S plus S. Any rotation of S must be present. So goal is present in S plus S. That is for sure. So it can be done in O of n, right? So I'll just have to have a simple coding, right? I'll just have to have if goal in S plus S return else false. But I have to iterate this, no? Okay, if len of S not equal to length goal return false. Any rotation of S must be present in game, and length of goal and S should be same. Yeah, length of goal and S. Then I thought of that way. We best. Even I didn't thought of that way, but it seems to be a very good solution. Because whenever you are rotating the string, after one full rotation, the string repeats itself, right? So if we consider a pack of two similar string at concatenated side by side, then definitely that goal will pass. The goal string will have the, I mean, it will match all the characters one by one. Okay, but how do we write the code? This is okay. Length of goal if not equal, then return false. And what I'll just do is return. Let's say for I in range 0 to n of I total of I. No, but it will, I'll just append result dot append. I'll just append total of I, and in the end I'll compare goal of I is equal to result of I. So it will be n plus n, right? I think any suggestions? Damn, return and goal. Then goal is good. And goal in yes. Return len goal equals len of s. Return goal in s plus s. Return goal equal. अच्छा, okay, if goal S plus S. Is it? Okay. It was that short. I mean, it was very short, this code. I'll just return goal in S plus S. That's it. So if goal is there in S plus N, then it will return true automatically. We don't have to return anything. Okay. But all the test cases are not getting passed, buddy. We'll return len goal equals len of S and goal in S. Should I play some music, buddy? It's too silent here. I just play some music. Silent music. Some meditation music you want in this dark night. That is. Should I use? Okay, great. All 507 test cases are passed with only one line of. That's great logic. So if it were asked, can you do this in often, then we have a smart solution, very smart. Okay. So you guys will move on to the next question. Valid anagram. So what do you mean by we have two strings given. We just have to uh, return true if P is an anagram of S and false otherwise. Right? And, that how do we do that? First of all, this solve 50. We are actually doing strings. This is it? Okay, let's do this first. Uh, so what is anagram? All the letters must match. Order doesn't matter, right? So if the words don't match, then we have to return false because here it is rat and here it is car. So what should I do? First of all, my length should be equal. That is the primary and the basic requirement of being an anagram. So S and T should be uh, equal. So length of S is not length of T, then outrightly we have to return false. Okay, that is for sure. And for LS, the length is equal. The length is equal, but we have to consider for each and every letter. Okay, so what can be the best method? Uh, we can coming to my mind is we can dump some letter, I mean all letters of S or T to see in some this thing dictionary that we can do. Return sorted S equals sort. How do we sort it? How do we return sorted? Let us consider the dictionary first. Okay. Let's say my box is my dictionary, and what I'll do, I'll just go with searching each of the character and adding it to the dictionary. So, where n is the length. Okay. S or T, anything can be taken. Sorted is in. So if we don't want to do like if interviewer asks that without using sorting you have to do that. So we will have to pick every factor and add. Sorting might might make the things easy. Uh, Generally, sorting is not preferred by the interviewers. They will outrightly say कि Don't do that with sorting. Return dict of x. Yes. Dict of s equals dict of t. Our dictionary is okay, but dictionary will have only character coming only once, right? So if you have this character, let's say if you have this a, let's say this is my e, and this is my CAA. Okay, no, sorry, CCA. CCA. This is not anagram, but it will return true because you are comparing the dictionary, right? If I'm not wrong. So what I can do is I just try to search CHS, and if CH that character is there in my inbox, then uh, I just that character. So the character gets added. Return counter s equals counter counter t. This will ch cross h in t. Now if ch in, so now what I have done is I have added all the characters in my box. Now I just say if that ch is not in t, then I'll not in my box. I'll just is it like that? Using counter you can do. Okay, we will try with counter also. Counter is a function to create dictionary for arrays or strings with counters. My box of ch should be equal. If ch is not inverse, I'll return true. Character I'll reduce now. It is true. Any suggestions, guys, in this particular code? So here also, because you are subtracting, but it is present with negative sign. to add the character now. I have to add this the sequence. If CH in my box, then I'll add that CH in my box, and I'll add okay, still I have to add it. Is that correct? Is the syntax line up? There is a syntax error. Syntax error. Is it correct now? So what I've done is, if character in my box, then I have added that character into my box. And for character in T, I have considered if character is not in my box, then I'll return false. Else, my box character will be removed. I'll just return. Okay, this is the character in T. I have considered if assign them. Now it is coming. Here it will come negative. So in negative, I have to put false, then this case will be covered. So if this is 0, I guess so this gets covered. So here what basically we have done is, so the value of my box ch is getting reduced every time if character uh, is not in my box, right? I have to check that condition, right? Uh, because there was one critical case where it was present, but there were difference in the number of characters, right? So that makes I have to check this condition. If my box ch is less than 0, then I will just have to return false, right? That is the count. Okay, now try counter s equals counter t. So using for loop and with the help of count, is it? So can we do using I have to include that library also, right? So using counter is possible. Great solution, guys. So but it keep coming every day. So I think that's it for today, buddy. Um, so today was day 26, and we learned a lot of things. I hope whoever people joined have learned, and as long as the people will see this, they will also, learn a little bit of DSA. Okay, so that's the discussion, guys, and I hope you like this video, and people have actively participated, and thank you so much, members who have participated. Okay, so see you guys tomorrow at 11 p.m. again. Till then, bye bye and take care.